Good evening, guys. Good evening once again. Welcome to South Africa Lady, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there our international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. You know, it's Christmas Eve, guys. We're supposed to be drinking the drinkables, nibbling on the nibbables, if there's anything like that. But political news refuses to take a pause, refuses to hold a beat, refuses to simmer down. So that's why I'm coming out on Christmas Eve with all my sober self. Floyd coming out here and saying, you see that EFF, you see those red berets, you see the economic freedom fighters, that is mine. I founded that thing single-handedly. I gave it a name, I built it and gave it character. That's me. I gave that thing the identity, including the uniform. Yay. EFF members are like, no, we're not going to allow your lie to flourish like that. There is nothing like that you did, and we're going to prove it, as the EFF members are trying to prove that those who support Floyd Shivambu and are out there bringing out the videos as well, saying, you know what, even JULIUS Malema said so himself. So I'm going to be sharing those video clips here, including some screenshots, including the one that comes from Naledi, Chirwa, and one of the EFF members, prominent members, saying, you know what, there is nothing like that. Floyd is a liar. We know our CIC. We cannot be distracted. You know what? But before I get you bored, I'm going to start sharing first the clip of Floyd Shivambu. 80. Ishami Nalish. Imina la shientlaka. I wish I could speak Shitonga, you know. You know, so it sounds so sweet. It's one of the languages that I'm struggling with. First Chivenda and then Shitonga. So, but one of the days, who knows, I might end up speaking those languages. Who knows, I might just change my mind and decide, you know what, I'm getting married and find me somebody who might teach me that language. Anyway, guys, let's start watching Floyd Shivambu. Is going to be followed by JULIUS Malema, and then we're going to be reading those screenshots in slides.
Then after the 5 years, Alutule House, he sunguli organization in one about economic freedom fighters. New sungula economic freedom fighters nation. 1%. Any other person who came to EFF, boyo joina bukatanola rangela gu EFF. So ina yanga sungula organization. Hini ka vitu, hini kana character, hike samsela kuitambola tikhala tanjani ku head office tabayari kwi. Hike ithuza na vanhu hinkwavo, hike idundisa na vanhu ku organization yimele. And for 10 years, I was the deputy president. Yeah, economic freedom fighters.
Anamane akuleshi shami. Yo, adiyam. He said one man. He said anyone that joined the EFF, I invited them. Everybody that is in EFF, any other person was invited to come and join the EFF. I Floyd taking a swipe there against JULIUS Malema, like basically he's saying Malema is loud for nothing when he says he co-founded the EFF, which means Malema is going around speaking things that are not true. Floyd, in such big times of Christmas, the big days, and Floyd is out there saying, you know what, I'm just going to be telling the world while they're sitting down, sipping those wines, drinking those whiskeys and eating all the yummy desserts and the food, and be telling them that, look, imina nili one ati rilila ka EFF, I found a EFF, you mean, yo, anyway, as much as Floyd was saying, somebody brought out a video of JULIUS Malema narrating. They say that interview was from 2014, when he said, you know what, how the EFF was founded, how the EFF came to exist. A story that is totally different from what Floyd is saying. And it's interesting that that interview was way long time ago, before the issues between Floyd Shivambu and the EFF, between Floyd Shivambu, especially with Julius Malema. So Julius Malema had no reason to whatsoever to lie at that time. Now, who is the liar? Whose EFF is it anyway? Anyway, let us hear what Julius Malema said in that interview.
When we were busy running a campaign on Marikana, those workers keep on saying, you must open a political party, you must open a political party, we'll go with you, we'll go with you. And now, I moved from Marikana to different mines. If you remember, the strikes were now happening in other mines. And then I went to those mines, I went into the gold sector, from the platinum sector, and I went into communities. Everywhere I went to, the message was, please open a party. We want to live with you. We are tired of these people who are not happy with how they treated you. And then that's how the political party concept came from. And then we sat down, myself, Floyd Shivambu, David Masondo, and we agreed we're going to open a political party. David Masondo developed a cold feet. Many people don't know that Masondo was part of our meeting at my house in Sante. And then we said, let's go and consult. Let's broaden it. And then we called a press conference, and then we opened it. But then Masondo came to my house and said, no, man, I never thought that this was going to be the approach. I thought we agreed on an NGO so that we keep the struggle of economic freedom alive and not a political party per se. I said, my son, that's fine. If that was your understanding, we had a different view. Now this thing is out there for people to discuss if there can be an alternative to the ANC. And then my son said, look guys, if we are doing a political party, I'm not in, because I thought we were agreeing on an NGO, not necessarily a party. That's how my son remained behind. And then we went on, called a press conference to ask the question on what is to be done. Then went to a National People's Assembly at Andrew Tom's Hall in Soweto to consult our people. Then the people, all of them agreed that there must be a political formation. The ANC is not a viable alternative. The ANC will not self-correct. The ANC is self-destructing, and there is no...
And someone said, no, even CIC himself, even your CIC himself once said, yeah, vele, EFF belongs to Floyd. Floyd is the founder. It is his EFF. And I saw that video, but I just think the context is different, and people are just using this to try and give substance to what Floyd Shivambu was saying. And some people are calling Floyd Jabulani Khumalo now, and some say, you know what, Jabulani Khumalo was right, he did found the MK. But as for Floyd Shivambu, he is lying about the EFF. Yay, kuningi genzeka. So anyway, let us hear what Julius Malema said when he said this is Floyd's party. It is his, and he is the founder.
The EFF, I stand before you to accept the decision of the Deputy President of the EFF, who has voluntarily resigned his positions and did not renew his membership. When he sent me a letter yesterday, I felt the same pain when I received the news of the passing away of my mother. Because Floyd, to me, is not just a comrade, he's a brother. And he will remain a brother even when he pursues his political career differently. We formed this organization together, and I've told him that resigning from the EFF is equal to resigning from himself, because this is his organization. The constitution of the EFF does not allow people to resign and join other political parties and come back to the party. But I've made this offer to Floyd that the day you decide to come back, you are more than welcome. Because you are not a member, you are a founder of this political party. So you are not our enemy, will never be your enemies. We'll continue to engage on different political and personal issues. Floyd is not the only one. Jimmy MANYI has also resigned to go and join MK. And there will be many others who are going to leave the EFF because they've got their loyalty and support to the deputy president. So fighters on the ground should be prepared for more people to follow. And this should not serve as a point of collapse for the EFF. This is a testing moment. The organization that has lived beyond 10 years has never been through this testing moment. The EFF will have to pass this test or it will have to die. And we, as
and the gorgeous girl of the EFF, the Naledi Chirwa, came out on some, you know what? I'm not going to stay silent, Christmas or not. I'm just going to come out here and defend our CIC against the slander, against the swiping, against this, you know, the sapping that Floyd is pushing. And he, you know what, also what came to my mind is that if the fighters can successfully prove that whatever Floyd was saying was a lie, I don't know if that is good for his image as the Secretary General of the MK, because now the MK people were not, to begin with, were not happy with the outcome of the by-elections, and some say since Floyd came to the MK, things are not happening, are not going right. So now if he can go around lying, and this will, I mean, his image will take a knock if the fighters can successfully prove. But you do have the comment section to disagree with me. Anyway, let us read the slide and see what Naledi Chirwa said defending her CIC. Naledi was like, not on my watch. She said, we know our leaders. We know who led the war cry. Economic freedom in our lifetime. We are not confused. And there she put an image of Julius Malema long time ago. And this one posted, Floyd formed what? Floyd thinks we joined politics yesterday. He will lie to MKP non-thinkers. That's not me who said so. And this one put a photo of Julius Malema when she was still with the ANC Youth League, and they encircled the economic freedom fighters. And this other one says the concept of economic freedom fighters originates from ANC Youth League, which was led by CIC Julius Malema, where Floyd was a spokesperson. CIC led Economic Freedom March in the ANC Youth League. Again in the EFF, Floyd will lie to you guys, not us, because we know history and our leaders. So there is Floyd there behind Julius Malema, the former of the EFF. And this on the left is the same t-shirt that has got economic freedom fighters encircled during the Youth League days there by Julius Malema. And this one said, what I like about Jabulani Khumalo, he still wears his MK regalia despite Zuma and the MK stooges insulting him. He is the real owner. He will never abandon his baby because Zuma wants sole ownership. Floyd should do the same. He must wear EFF colors while carrying home Konto then. Yay! You know what? Floyd, because he is finding his feet within MKP, though it's shaky according to me. He's supposed to focus on that. Forget about the EFF. That's my thing. And this one says, wonder why the EFF kept a liar for so long. This one responded and said he jumped ship before we could deal with him. So now it makes me wonder, did Floyd leave the EFF because there were certain things, the waters were being stirred against him? Was he in trouble within the EFF, or maybe he saw that his future is not so bright within the EFF? I don't know. And Mr. Aye said, facts only. Jabulani Khumalo founded MK Party alone. He is not lying. 2, Floyd Shivambu is a liar. Everyone knows that. 3, Floyd is regretting his decision to join MK Party. He misses his real home. But shame it's late. Asikufoni, real MK founder versus Floyd the liar. So on the left, there is an image of Jabulani Khumalo there, as you see that caption that says real MK founder versus Floyd the liar, and then on the right is Floyd Shivambu. Now, what are your thoughts? Did Floyd found the EFF, or he is just pushing a narrative that only him knows what the end goal is? Because I don't know what would the reason be to just wake up on Christmas Eve, or maybe a day before Christmas Eve, and decide to say, Shamina lesh nikateka inkwaho ishamina lesh. Anyway, guys, yo, somebody can teach me Xitsonga betunana, you know, ndiyazama kodwa ndazama agama nje ambalwa amancinci kanje. So anyway, guys, if you watched up to here, thank you for watching my videos, and if you have time, the next time you see one of my videos, kindly watch all the ads in full if time allows you. And also, should you be on Wi-Fi, it really goes a long way. I hope you are having a great time so far before Christmas. Do have a lovely evening.